Hola, hola, bonitas. How are we doing today? I am getting ready to go to dinner with mi amiga. Happy Saturday, bonita. How are you doing? Any fun plans today? I'm just doing my hair right now. I've decided I'm gonna leave it natural, just wavy. So I am just doing my hair. It's also super quick and easy to just leave it natural today. So I'm just gonna let it air dry, and I'm just scrunching up my waves so that they can have lots of definition. Ooh, okay. Nice. Just adding a little bit of some texturizing spray. Okay, so we have, I am totally out of the way cream, the curl cream. So I need to purchase another one, but for now I got this Aveda one. It's the Be Curly Advanced Curl Enhance Cream. So this is what I'm gonna use on my waves today. And I'm just gonna let everything air dry. And I'm gonna just pull it all back so that when I go in and bring it forward, it'll look really nice. So just use this to scrunch up my waves. I look so weird without my earrings on. I just wanted to take them out for a minute. I always have earrings on. Hello, I'm doing good. How are you doing? I'm just getting ready for the day. I'm going to dinner with my friend. So I'm like, let me get ready on live. So much lotion on here. My phone keeps moving. Hello, hello. Right? It feels so strange whenever you don't have earrings on. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and moisturize the face. Bonitas, last night I had an allergic reaction. So I had some crab, and a few hours later I went running and I broke out in hives. Like, it was insane. So it was not a good situation, but it got better. For some reason, whenever I break out in hives, the times that I used to break out in hives, I would like drink milk, like whole milk, and my hives would go away. It's like the weirdest thing, but it always worked for me. So I think I need to stay away from crab again. Okay. So we have that. I am gonna go ahead and take my brow pencil. Oh my gosh, so I'm using the e.l.f. brow pencil, and let me also moisturize my lips. I feel like I'm everywhere right now. Oh my gosh, I love seafood too. Like, I love seafood. And it's so sad because in Maryland, we're known for our crabs. And I'm like, why can't I enjoy this? I've never had an allergic reaction. Well, I've never had allergies to seafood growing up. It wasn't until maybe like 7 years ago, and I didn't eat any seafood for 7 years. And last year, they're like, sometimes your allergies or like things will go away after 7 years. So I started to like try it a little bit, like shrimp and crab, and I had no issues. I was fine. And I was like, oh, okay, I think my allergy went away. And then today when I tried it, it was just, or not today, yesterday when I tried it, it was just a no-go. Okay, so I'm using the e.l.f. brow pencil, and I'm gonna go ahead and I am just going to do these brows on camera. I didn't have time to do them off camera. Typically I like to do my brows off camera, but did you bonitas see that e.l.f. is coming out with these lip balms? And the lip balms remind me a lot of the ones by Summer Friday. So I am very excited to try them out. They have tint to them as well. I think they launch tomorrow in store at Targets and also Ulta. So I'm gonna pick mine up from Ulta because I'm an Ulta girly. And I think they also launch in Walmart in the next few days, maybe. So yeah, I'm gonna go to Ulta tomorrow and I will be picking up them so I can do a comparison. Lately, I've been really enjoying doing comparison videos, like comparing high-end and affordable, just because right now, I know a lot of us, we do not want to be spending a lot of money on makeup. So I'm here to give you some recommendations that may be a little bit more affordable. So that's why whenever people come out with products that are more affordable, I'm always excited to, you know, share if they could be alternatives for the high-end ones. So I'm just doing this. My eyebrows. And e.l.f. has had a lot of really good stuff. So I'm excited. Right? I feel like the best videos are the high-end versus drugstore. Hello, Julie. How are you? Happy Saturday. Any fun plans today? Okay, so those are the brows. I'm going to go ahead and take some concealer to just clean up the under part of the brow. Like so. Like that. Move my hair to the back. I'm gonna take that. This really helps clean up the eyebrow really nicely. Like so. Right? Saving money right now is key. Being smart with the money, saving money is key. So that is very important, is finding really great alternatives. I actually just posted a video on the new Morphe blush trios, and the blush trios are so nice. Like, they're truly so nice by Morphe, and I compared them to the ones by One Size. So if you want to watch that, it's definitely very helpful. And I do a wear test side by side, and also the ones by Morphe are $19, and the ones by One Size are $38. So that's like a big difference. Speaking of price differences and sales, have any of you guys shopped the Sephora sale yet? I know the Sephora sale just started this weekend, so let me know if you guys have been shopping. So you can find Morphe at Ulta. They have the blush duos there, and you can find them at Ulta, and that's gonna be your best bet for them. What did you guys pick up from the Sephora sale if you did shop the Sephora sale? Maybe I'll share some of my recommendations on this live. I don't know why my phone keeps moving. There we go. I'm trying to think if there's anything from the Sephora sale that I really want to get, and I just don't know. Okay, so I am using this right here, the NYX Pro Fix, and this is a concealer stick, and this one is in the shade Soft Beige. Yeah, no, I get it. I feel like there's so many blushes like on the market, and we buy so many blushes. Like we're like in a blush era, and so I'm like, okay, which ones actually could I get good use out of? But I will say the good thing about the Morphe ones is that there's 3 in here. So if you are looking for a good blush, I think this is a really good situation, because you get 2 cream products and then you get a really, really nice powder blush, which is super nice. And I love that. Okay, so you know what? I think today, now that I did the brows, I am gonna use some of my Holy Grail Sephora, like you will find at Sephora products. so that you guys can kind of see in case you are thinking about purchasing or restocking on some things, or what I would truly, products that I constantly use that I would recommend to you, because I feel like it's so important. Oh, Nora, congratulations. How exciting. Okay, so this is what we're gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna talk about these items right here. These are eye products that I'm constantly using that you can find at Sephora, and the Sephora sale is happening right now. So this is a good time to pick some of these products up. I only want to give recommendations on things that I'm constantly using, because I know that right now we're not in a time where we want to spend all our money on beauty products. There's so much going on in the world. The last thing we want to do is just be, you know, not buying truly things that we actually need. So I just want to share with you guys things that I really, really love from Sephora that I'm constantly using. So first things first, for the eye makeup is going to be this little palette by Makeup by Mario. Makeup by Mario is a makeup artist. He's a celebrity makeup artist. So his makeup is just always going to be top tier because of the fact that he's constantly so hands-on with the makeup products and creating and developing things that truly are really good quality. So I feel like if there's a brand to invest in at Sephora, definitely a Makeup by Mario product. I really like this eyeshadow, like eye prep and set in medium, because of the fact that this one does a really good job of keeping the eyeshadows on and in place on my eyes, especially as somebody that does have oily eyelids. I like to have a prep product that's going to keep everything really nicely and on in place. So I'm just going in with this just to prep. Okay, really good skincare at Sephora that I recommend. Okay, I really love the Murad products, and I think Murad products are really good products to invest in during a Sephora sale, just because these are pricey products, but these skincare products like go the long way. They're really nice. I really like their glycolic serum. This is really great for brightening my skin. I also really enjoy their cellular hydration repair cream. As somebody that does have rosacea and has like dry patches, even though I do have oily skin, I get dry patches on my rosacea. This does a great job of really hydrating the skin. If you're looking for really good sensitive friendly products at Sephora, I would recommend First Aid Beauty. That's like one of my holy grails. Oh, another product that I really love by Murad is their sunscreen. This is a sunscreen that has no white cast. It's clear, it's like invisible. This one is so good. So this one is the multivitamin clear coat broad spectrum SPF 50. I always like to wear this when I go running, and you can see I barely have any. So this is probably something I would definitely want to restock on. I have tried some Drunk Elephant products, but I haven't tried anything from Drunk Elephant that I'm like obsessed with. Something else skincare that's really good from Sephora are the Fenty skincare lip oils. These are really, really good. My top broke, that's why it looks like this. What else? Ulla Henriksen's peptide strength trainer. This is great. Well, this is one of the products I love to use when I go running for hydration. They also have really great lip balms, which, do I have the lip? No, I think I have it in my purse because I'm always using it. Ulla Henriksen has great lip balms, lip treatments. They literally last on my lips the entire time that I'm running, so I really do appreciate them. And also, It Cosmetics has this really good sunscreen that I like. It's called the Hello Sunshine SPF 50. This is good. I want to tag some stuff, but I'm so worried that my live is going to freeze like it has been the past few times. So I'm like, I don't know. Okay, going back to the eyes. So this is the Makeup by Mario palette. This palette is one of my go-to Holy Grail palettes that I've had for a long time. And I like this palette because it has all matte shades, but it has the essential shades that you'll need for like every day. So that's why I love these type of palettes. And these are the type of palettes that if you are looking for a new palette, I would absolutely invest in, because of the fact that you get those palettes that you can use all the time. And that is like a key thing for me, is using products that are constantly being used for all the time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this as like a base because there is one more palette I want to talk about that I really love that I would recommend for the Sephora sale, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And if you are constantly watching my lives, you probably know this and know it's not going to come to any surprise that I'm talking about this palette. But I just wanted to share this one because I feel like this is a good like basics for everyday type of palette. It's all mattes, but it really has like those great like colors that you can use for every single day. I also love using this matte black shade right here for my wing liner. That's like a holy grail for me. So I'm gonna put that back just because I do want to talk about another palette that I really love, and it's the Icy Nude palette. This is limited edition Huda Beauty. So this is a perfect chance to get it because it is going to be cheaper than it would be for like full price, but also because this palette really is great, especially like if you kind of want to try some new stuff. You have your shimmers in here, you have like some foiled eyeshadows, some glitters, and you have your staple mattes. Lately I've been really into a cool tone eye look. I don't know what it's been, but I love a cool tone moment, so I'm going to kind of do a cool tone eye look. I didn't know Summer Fridays had a wait, no, I did. Oh my gosh, I'm like, wait, I'm like, why am I blanking out? Yes, I actually have that right here. Why did I just say it? I'm like, wait, did they come out with something else? Yes, I have that. It's a good sunscreen. I actually repurchased this, I think maybe once. So this is like a repurchase of it. It's really nice. It's a really good milky consistency. It melts into the skin, blends really nicely, which is good. This is definitely another one that's a nice product. Something else too that's really good for sunscreen, if you're looking for a Sephora sale sunscreen find, the Glow Screen by Supergoop. This is another great one, which I really like. Hi, Amaya. We're talking about Sephora Sale Recommendations, and I'm sharing these as I'm getting ready to go to dinner with my friend. So, okay, we're gonna go in and we're gonna take the Icy Nude palette by Huda Beauty. That's what I'm gonna be using today, because this palette I do recommend. This honestly kind of got me back to creating like a really nice look that's not, what's it called? Ooh, that's not what is it? That's not like a warm neutral type of situation. So I really like this type of eye look. And I feel like it just looks so nice on the eyes. I think I want to stick to a more like cool tone eye look today. Then I'm also going to go with this. These eyeshadows are so pigmented. The pigment that they offer is just very easy to blend, very seamless, and it looks just very nice all throughout. The Summer Fridays does not leave a intense white cast. It leaves a little bit of a tint, but it's not like intense like some other ones. And when we say white cast, we just mean like kind of leaving like a tint of like a white tone to it, you know? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just blend all that out. I kind of want to keep it soft. I have no idea what I'm wearing, to be honest. We're gonna go to a restaurant and I'm just basically doing my makeup with no idea what I'm gonna wear just yet. So I guess it'll have to revolve, like the look will have to revolve with the eye makeup. Okay, so we have that. Then I want to go ahead and take, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this color right here, Aurora. I don't think I've used this one that much. So I'm gonna take that color. You can tell I've used this palette a lot too, because like, look how dirty the mirror is. I am so sorry, bonitas. You know what? This is kind of like a similar look to what I did on my recent video. Except I used the Milani Mini Gilded palette. I've been loving cool tones. They're just so fun. Has anybody else shopped the Sephora sale? It just started, I think, yesterday. But yeah, that's my plan, Ella. I'm going to try to have my outfit match this eye look. Ooh, what did you get, Amaya? Okay. And I'm leaving my hair, I'm letting it like air dry, and I put some curl cream in it, this Aveda one, because I ran out of my favorite way one. So I guess if there's something that I want to restock for the Sephora sale, will definitely be something like this. I use this all the time, but I don't have any left, so I made it restock. Ooh, good. I'm glad that you picked up the Summer Fridays sunscreen. Sunscreen is definitely essential. It's like key. I actually haven't shopped the Sephora sale just yet. I think if I do shop it, it's gonna be more so restocks, like my Way Curl Cream, because I love that stuff. Also, something else that I want to restock on that I'm almost out of is the Murad sunscreen that I just mentioned. I really love this stuff, especially when I go running. I feel like this is great because there's no like white cast. It's like truly like an invisible, it just melts into your skin. So I really like it. And it's also SPF 50, which I do appreciate a good SPF 50, especially when it's running season. Oh, have a great weekend, Amaya. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you being on the live. I love when mis bonitas come in. Okay, so I'm going on this side. Something I do want to try from the Sephora sale is the new Laneige lip balms, those donut shaped applicator lip balms. They look so cute. So I've been thinking about maybe picking one of those up when I go to the Sephora sale. So I think that's something I may look into. I love this palette. I'm gonna do a little wing. Like, you know what? I'm going to dinner. I'm getting ready for dinner, so let me do like a fun little situation on the eyes. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take this color right here, and I'm gonna use that shade to do my wing liner. So this palette's really nice too, because even though it is like centered more on cool tones, you do have some nice warm tones on this side. So I just feel like it's such a great palette. If you've been eyeing it, this is definitely the time to pick it up during the Sephora sale, because you get really great products. Thank you so much, Alana. Oh, I just got eyeshadow in my contact. That's always the worst. Okay, so we have a wing. Like whenever I do this, I'm like, ooh, I have eyeshadow in my eye. Okay, so we have here the wings. I'm gonna make them a little bit shorter because I do kind of feel like they're a little more on the dramatic side for me. But I'm just gonna go ahead and just trim them a little bit. Oh, thank you so much. Honestly, it hasn't always been easy. I find that the easiest way for me to do wings is always using a eyeshadow brush, like an angled brush, and then going in with eyeshadow. Then going in with liquid pens and all that, I feel like that's when I'm like, I don't like this. It's too much. It's too much work. Hello, Joy. How are you? Happy Saturday. Okay. So this is the palette that I would recommend if you are shopping Sephora sale and you're looking for a really good palette that will inspire you, that will keep you creative, and you have options. You have your cool tones, your warm tones, a little bit of different types of like formulas. This is great. Oh, thank you so much for tuning in, Cat Lady. I appreciate you. Have a great Saturday and have fun. Hasta luego. Okay, let's do that. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and go in with our mascara. So for mascara, first things first, the Shiseido Lash Curler. If you want your lashes to look amazing, you need to invest in this Shiseido Lash Curler, and you can find this at the Sephora sale. So I would highly, highly recommend that because I think that will be a great investment. I'm gonna go ahead and take my lash primer. This one is by Lancome. And I actually don't have much left of this. It is running pretty low, but I'm still going strong with it. Oh, thank you so much, Ella. I appreciate you. So I'm going in and I'm going to go ahead and just coat every single one of these lashes. Like so. So I would recommend this too from Sephora sale. And this mascara, the House Labs mascara, is like my go-to. It is so nice and creamy. The formula is really good. It gives my lashes length, and it also gives them great volume. I really, really like this mascara. So I recently purchased a new lash serum. I haven't started using it just yet, so I will keep you posted on that one. But the reason I purchased it was because I heard that it's not irritating. It's really nice with that. So I'm like, oh, this is good. So I will keep you posted on that because I don't want to give a recommendation and then be like, wait, actually, I don't know. No, so I'm going to wait on that one. But the one that I was using for a long time was the Grande Lash. And I do like it. The only issue that I ran into it recently is that my eyes will get red. They won't irritate, like they won't hurt, but they'll just be a little bit red when I use it. And I didn't have that issue before, so I don't know what happened with that. But that's like the thing that I ran into as of recently. But besides that, it definitely made my lashes grow. But I do want to see how the other one works when I go in and try it. So just stay tuned for that. Okay, so I'm coating every single one of these lashes like so. Like that. So what I do is I first go in with one coat And then I kind of let them dry for a little bit, and then I recurl them and add a little bit more. But I really like this House Labs mascara. It is so nice. It's been my go-to ever since I purchased it a few months ago. And I remember that a lot of people were saying like, oh, this is like the best lash of 2025. I'm like, 2025 just started, but then I tried it out and I'm like, oh wait, this is actually a really good mascara. Like, they were not kidding. So I was very impressed with that. I do like this one better than the YSL one, to be honest. I think this one's really nice. I would say the second one that I like after this, as of recently that I tried, that's high end, and I think maybe it's also at Sephora, is the, what's it called? The Prada one. That one is really good too. I'm just going in and coating all these lashes. I just think the creamy formula of this is so nice. But I do feel like with this one, you do want to give it a few minutes to set because it is so creamy. I just feel like it takes a little longer to set. The only thing with this one though is that it's not waterproof. So that's, I know, something that some people want from their mascara. So just something to keep in mind. Okay, so we have that. We're gonna let just those do its thing, and now we're gonna begin with our foundation. So foundations, because we have options. Okay, I think for foundation, okay, one foundation that I really love from Sephora and for Sephora sale to purchase, the Dior foundation. This foundation is really nice. Like, it's really, really nice. If you want to stick one, this is great. So this is one that I would recommend. This one is in the shade 3N. But today, I think I'm going to use a newer foundation that I've been enjoying. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. If you're looking for a foundation that's really nice for oily skin, it's definitely this one. This one just gives you great coverage. It doesn't feel heavy. It also stays nice and matte for a longer period of the day. So this is fantastic. This one I wouldn't say keeps you completely matte. This one definitely keeps you more matte. This is more so hydrating and just looks like skin. It's perfect for like every day, the Dior one. Now, if you are looking for a skin tint, I really like the Milk Skin Tint. Even though I do feel like this is more geared towards people that have dry to normal skin. As an oily skin girl, I just like this for every day. I think it's so nice. Okay, so first I said Anastasia Beverly Hills, then I said the Dior Stick Foundation, and then I said the Milk Grip Tinted Moisturizer. I will try to link these all below, but first what I want to do is finish the makeup, and because I've tried to do this in my past lives and for some reason there's like a glitch or something and it freezes. So I just don't want to do that right now while I'm still working on the makeup and then it get messed up. So just let's give it a moment. For primers, I don't have any high-end primers right now that I'm obsessed with. All the primers that I really, really love are affordable, like the Milani, the Maybelline, the e.l.f. one. Like, these are kind of like my go-tos. So yeah, I don't really have a major recommendation for a high-end one at the moment, but we're just gonna go ahead and go in with the foundation. And I will say, I feel like my moisturizers do a really good job of being a really good base for foundation, so I think I'm good to go with that. For moisturizer today, I just used the Murad. This one is great for hydration. It leaves the skin feeling so plump and very hydrated, which I love. So I'm gonna take the Anastasia foundation. That's what we're gonna be using today. This one is in the shade 3N, and I'm going to just take it on one side so you can see. It just makes such a difference. Also, in case you're wondering why my face is so red, I do have rosacea, so that's why my face gets really red. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and begin blending. Like I said, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation in the shade 3N. And I'm just taking it on one side of the face so you can see the difference. And where's a little sponge that I use? Here it is. For sponge, I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills sponge. So if you do have oily skin, I would definitely recommend this. I mean, look at the difference. Look at that. I do use e.l.f. I love e.l.f. I was actually just talking earlier in the live about how excited I am for the new e.l.f. Lip balms that apparently are very comparable to the Summer Friday ones. But you guys know e.l.f. is on a budget, so I will be picking those up tomorrow from Ulta. That's like on my to-do list for tomorrow because I want to review and compare them to Summer Fridays. I do not use Glow Recipe for skincare. And I do want, speaking of Glow Recipe, because I was actually thinking, I'm like, should I do a list of products to de-influence people on for what I wouldn't really recommend to buy at the Sephora sale? And one thing that I was so excited to check out, because everybody was raving about it, was those new Glow Recipe blushes, those like skincare blushes. So excited. I went to Sephora to look at them. I swatched them and I was not impressed. Like, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not feeling this. So that's something that I would say for me personally, I don't know. I mean, I feel like those are great if you're somebody that doesn't wear makeup. Like you like very, very natural blush. I think that could work, but I think for somebody that wants the blush to pop, to stand out, you're looking to see if it's gonna be like a typical makeup brand blush, I don't think that's the one. Okay, so bonitas, you can see, this is the side with no foundation, and then this is the side with the Anastasia foundation. Now, I did pick this one up maybe like a month or two ago. So the shade, now that we're moving into like spring and summer, I've been running outside a lot more. It may be a little more yellow than what I'm matching to right now, but I think it still works. But this is definitely a foundation that I am going to pick up my summer shade. Oh, this isn't a green screen. This is my background. Name some skincare products that you have. Okay, I use quite a few things, but I can definitely name like some like everyday staples that I love. So, first things first. Oh. I use Youth to the People cleanser, the seafood, not the seafood, the superfoods cleanser. That one is so nice. I've used that one several times. Like, that's been one that I have used many times. I've repurchased it during Sephora sales. I really love that cleanser. I like to keep that cleanser in my shower for when I am showering. That's when I use that cleanser. Right now, for like when I'm getting unready or I'm just like at my sink, I've been loving the Kate Somerville Exfoliate. That's like an OG. I remember when I worked in Sephora years ago, that was like a fan favorite. And I recently got it sent to me by Kate Somerville and I started using it again. But I like fell in love with it. It's so good. So that's one that I really like. And as for like skincare products, I've been loving my Murad Vitamin C Glycolic Serum. This is great. It does a great job with brightening. Murad has some amazing products. Also for nighttime when I go to sleep, I really like to use the Rhode Butter. I think it's like the butter moisturizer. It's like kind of like a sleep mask, like hydrating mask. but it's like in moisturizer consistency. That's been like a go-to for when I really want really good hydration onto my skin and I want to wake up with glowy, healthy skin. That's like one of my favorites. So that one is just fantastic. And then I also have been loving the Murad Cellular Hydration Repair Cream. This is what I use right now. And another one that's really good is the Ole Henriksen Après Skin. This is another one great for hydration if you have dry skin. This is so good. And another product that I love is the SPF by Murad. This is SPF 50 and there's no like tint or like white cast to it. It's just, it goes on clear. So it's really good. For my hair, I am using the Aveda Be Curly Advanced Curl Enhancer Cream, and I just apply that like on my wet hair and I kind of scrunch up my hair. I also use the Way Curl Cream, but I literally just ran out of it. There's like nothing left in here. So I need to pick some more of this up. And the last product I use when I'm leaving my hair natural, like my natural waves, I use the Wave Spray by Way, because that kind of like sets the waves in place. And it's so good. Like, it's so good. So that's kind of what I love. No Botox. I'm trying to avoid Botox for as long as I can, you know? I'm 29, so I know it's coming at some point, maybe. I don't know. Never say never. Maybe, but no Botox. I'm like, you know what? Let me just see how my natural aging goes naturally for now. Okay, so we have that. What I'm gonna go ahead and do now is we're going to conceal. For concealer, I love this one, the Tarte Creaseless Creamy Concealer. This one is so good. I really, really like this stuff. So I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna apply it here. Then we're gonna blend that out. Okay, we're gonna talk about powders too, because I have some powders that I really like. Okay, so if you're looking for good powders to purchase during the Sephora sale, Huda Beauty's Ube Birthday Cake, fantastic. If you want like that brightness, this is really good. But for like every day, my favorite tried and true is the Ultra Peach by One Size. This is like my favorite powder ever. It just gets the job done. It looks so good. So you know what? That's what I'm gonna use right now. So I'm gonna, oh, what fell? Oh, what's it called? My sunscreen fell. It's okay, I'll get it in a minute. Hello, hello. Okay, so I'm just blending. I'm gonna take the One Size powder in Ultra Peach, and we are just going to take some of that out and set these under eyes. I like to do this because I crease a lot, like my under eyes crease a lot, so I find that when I go in and set them with a powder, it really avoids that separation. And it just helps, like so. Oh, thank you so much, Jessica. You're so sweet. So now I'm going on this side. I feel like we have so many Sephora recommendations that I've spoken about. A powder that won't dry the skin out. I feel like all powders kind of, you know, like just take away any like shine, but a powder you could look into that I feel like is very, very lightweight is the Kosas loose powder they recently came out with. I think that could be a great option. So that's something that I would say looking into. Okay, we have that. Then I'm gonna go in and do my nose contour. I'm just gonna take the Fenty nose contour This is like my favorite. And then I'm just taking the shade Mocha. Like that. And I'm gonna, don't worry, I'm gonna blend that out in a second. Okay, another product that I would recommend during Sephora sale season is the Rare Beauty Contour in Solace. I really like this. It is so nice, so easy to blend. I feel like on my complexion, this is a really true contour shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that all out. Like so. Bye, Jessica. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Okay, so I'm gonna just blend this all out. Yeah, like I just love how well these blend. Have any of you guys tried the new Rare Beauty contours, the liquid contours? They're so pretty. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've tried these out. I'm gonna blend these. I'm gonna blend the nose, and then I'll go in and remove the powder as well. Okay. So this is how the One Size powder just looks so nice, and it just removes all of that under eye shine, and it really helps keep that under eye really, really nice and creaseless. Like so. So I definitely recommend the One Size powder in Ultra Peach. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and recurl the lashes. I always like to go into the recurl. So, oh, Bonita's, I got my nails done yesterday. I'm gonna post my nail vlog video, but I did like these little dainty chrome nails with some like spring inspired stuff. So here you have a bunny, a tulip, a little baby chick, a butterfly, and a bee. I'm like obsessed with them. They're so cute, like subtle and dainty. Okay, I'm just taking the other eye. I'm like, do I want to put on falsies? I think I kind of want to leave it like this. Oh, I'm like, where did I put the mascara? Did I get my nose done? No, I did not. But I did contour it, so maybe that makes it look like it's done. Okay, I'm going in here. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna go in and do a little bit of mascara. Let me see. Do you think powder Honestly, I think it depends. So I know that sometimes the powder can help avoid the creasing, but sometimes it can just look a little cakey on the under eyes. So it's about finding a powder that works best for you. A lot of it tends to be trial and error for me. A lot of it was trial and error, going and seeing like what powder could work best. But I will say, if you maybe try the Kosas, or maybe instead of trying a loose powder, maybe go in with a pressed powder and lightly set the under eye to see if it'll like help smoothing. But I mean, no powder is going to completely get rid of like any fine lines. It just, for me, more so helps not have that creasing where you can see like the makeup and then the skin, you know. Let me go. Here we go. Hi, Evie. No worries at all. We literally have just been chatting about Sephora Sale Recommendations over here, and I am doing some looks on the face right now. I'm trying to, you know what? I think I'm going to use this. I've been loving these brushes, the Huda Beauty ones. So I think I'm going to use that. And I'm going to put it right there. My Sephora Sale Recommendations. Okay, so I like to mix both of these colors because I feel like they create like that perfect like pastel-y blush. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here, like so. Just gives a really pretty finish. Okay, so loose powder is literally like this, like loose. And then the pressed powders are like this, like pressed, like literally. But if anybody wants to chime in and give some more in-depth on differences between pressed and loose powders, which there's more differences. Like, for example, you could use a pressed powder more so like for finishing. You can use loose powder more so to bake, to keep things locked into place. So if anybody else wants to add some more to that, please do so. Oh, hi, Jennifer. How's it been living alone? Oh, I love it. I honestly love living alone, especially as like a Latina who grew up living at her parents' house up until, what was it? When I was 28, last year was my first year. This is my second year living alone. Up until 28. And I feel like after that, I was like, you know what? I really just want to live alone. I don't want to live with roommates. I don't want to live with anybody else. I just want to live by myself, really see how that feels. Like, really enjoy the experience for myself, because I feel like I just needed time for myself. I needed to be, in a way, selfish and just like really live for me. And it's honestly been the best decision I ever made. And that's something that I would recommend anybody, if they're able to live by themselves for a little bit after living with parents, or after like college or whatever it may be, before moving in with like a significant other or anybody else. I think you should definitely, if you can, like I said, live by yourself, because you can literally do whatever you want in your space. So that's how I look at it. It's like the best thing I ever did. And I know that when I'm older, I'm going to be so grateful that I really took the time for myself, to focus on myself, to do things for myself. And it's been amazing. And I think also like going to therapy has helped me tremendously to just really, you know, do things that make me happy, especially after prioritizing so many other people, that it's important to prioritize you as well. Yes, I totally agree. Like, I definitely think that living alone, like I said, again, I understand times are tough right now. Like, just everything going on in the world. living is expensive. And I understand why people, you know, like if they're single or if they're, you know, in a relationship but still like living on their own, I understand it can be tricky to be by yourself because it adds up. It's definitely more expensive living by yourself than living with a roommate or living with your significant other, because then you could either go like 50-50 or, you know, figure out whatever is best for your relationship. But I think that if you're able to live alone, you just learn, like you said, so much about yourself, so much about what you're able to do. You can make your place look however you want without any rules of somebody else or restrictions. So I think it's just so important to do that. So I absolutely agree on that. I think that's the best advice, or one of the best advices I would give to somebody younger than me, is before you move in, if you're able to, again, like I said, with a significant other or just with anybody else, I think living alone is such a game changer. Such a game changer. Did I have my little blush here? No, I think that's it. Okay. What else do I want to go with now? Okay, so now I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to go in with some setting spray, but is there anything else I want to do? We did a little bit of blush. We did the pastels blushes. Oh, I want to do a little bit of mascara on the lower lashes. So I did mascara on the top lashes. Yeah, they look good. I'm like, do I want to add a fake lash on the outer edges? But no, I think I want to keep it like this. It's been a long time since I added like a fake lash. It's hard living with someone, is it? How so? I love that we're on this topic. Oh, Evie, happy Autism Awareness Month. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate you sharing that with us. And thank you for all that you do. And I just want you to know that you're doing an incredible job. I'm not a mom yet, but I know the role of a mom is not easy. And you guys put so much work in and are just incredible humans. So thank you for all that you do. Just going in here. Ronaldo. Oh, Evie, sorry, I'm scrolling up to see what you said. You said that you're going to hit the sale next weekend, which is great. And today you're going to go get another Morphe blush. Oh my gosh, which one are you going to get? Okay. We have that. So, Ronaldo's saying, ooh, Italia. How cool. I want to go to Italy one day, hopefully soon. Okay, so we have done, you know what I need to get? I need to get makeup wipes, only because I like to use makeup wipes to remove my lip balm and then apply something else. So I need to get that. Oh, Evie, we're always all here for you. Yeah, you can really build up this mascara a lot, which is really nice. A huge recommendation is this one right here. So good. You're used to your own routine and having things set your way, then somebody comes in and rearranges your things. Yeah, I can see that. I could definitely see that. Like when you're used to living alone and then you make the transition to move in with your significant other or just a family or whoever it may be, I could see that being a challenge at times. But I think that's why it's so important that, this is my opinion, when you, before I get married, I would want to live with that person, because I think it's so important to see if you're compatible on that level. Now, I know that's not everybody's situation, but that just kind of goes back to what you're saying when you're saying like you really kind of get to see the routine, you know? Like you get to see the routine, you get to see like how you work together at home, like how you like contribute to things. Like, so I definitely feel you on that. Ooh, the hot pink one. Yes. Wait, are you talking about this one? Après ski. I think it's called après ski. Après ski. This one right here. So I live in Baltimore, Maryland. My family is from Puebla, Mexico. I'm not in Texas or Cali. I've always wanted to live in Cali, but we'll see. We'll see what happens down the road. Ooh, Evie, yeah, that's very good. And it's like so important, I feel like. And I understand that that's not for everybody. And I feel like for me, growing up in a very Mexican Latino household, just like the old school mentality was like, no, like you don't move in with somebody until you get engaged and you're gonna marry them. But I'm like, okay, now having experience, you know, living on my own and everything, I'm like, I have to get to know somebody on this level before I can commit, or somebody else can commit to, you know, really making things permanent. You know what I mean? So I just think that's so important. At least in my eyes, I do want to live with you before we can take that next step, because I think I don't want to be looking at somebody, you know, we just got married, we never lived together, and I'm like, wait, who did I marry? You know what I mean? Okay, so now we're gonna do the lips. So I already gave you guys lip recommendations for a really, really good lip oil at Sephora, and that is the Fenty Skin Lip Oils. If you're looking for really, really good lip oils for like pre-applying your makeup, like for the makeup prep, these are fantastic. I always use these when I go on lives, and you can see like they're pretty much done. Another lippy that I really love for like prep or for when I go running or am running errands, the Ulla Henriksen ones, the peptide lip treatments are so good. Like they are just so, so good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the lip combo. So what do we have on the eyes? We have a cool tone moment. So I kind of want to stay with the cool tones. Let me see what I come up with, because I feel like I diversified what I use. Is MAC at Sephora? I don't think so, right? It's only at Ulta. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I mean, I just moved out a year and a half ago when I was 28. And that's, I feel like for like culture here, that's like, oh, you're like older, you're still living at home, you're older. But honestly, I feel like nowadays here, even like kids will stay at their parents' house for longer to save because they're in school. Like there's so many reasons, as opposed to, I feel like when I first graduated high school in 2014, I feel like at least in the area where I live, like as soon as you graduate high school, oh, you're off to college, like 18 and you're out of the house. And that's just, for me, I just continued to stay. I went to cosmetology school, I worked, I did this and that, and I was able to save and be productive. And I think it was definitely very helpful living at home. And I'm so happy that I have parents that allowed me to do that, because I know that's not everybody's situation. But yeah, I feel like in our culture, it's so common that like until you're in your 30s, or even like until you get married, that's when you move out. And even when I moved out, like my dad was devastated. Like he was like, why are you moving out? And I'm like, Dad, I'm 28. Like it's time. Like I need to spread my wings and, you know, figure things out on my own. And, you know, I just feel like it's just kind of the culture. Like it's like, wait, you're like late 20s or like early 30s. And they're like, why are you moving out? Yes, I totally agree with you. Yeah, I think it's so important. Like, I think it's so important, especially now. And I think that now that like our parents see, you know, they're like older and they see things a little bit differently. And they're like, yeah, I mean, maybe if things would have been different, maybe I wouldn't have been with this person if I wasn't like rushing to get married, because everybody was getting married super young back in the day. And I feel like now everybody's just taking their time, or they're, you know, moving in first and seeing how that goes and then getting married. And again, with like everything going on with like the economy and stuff nowadays, it's like there's just a lot more to consider. There's so much more to consider. Yeah, like I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like I'm so grateful that I was able to live at home for so long, because that set me up for success, like long term, you know? And I feel like that's another thing too, is that our parents want to set us up for success, you know, help us be responsible, but also help us save some money so that we're able to position ourselves into the real world and, you know, be able to take care of ourselves. And also, I don't know, it's so comforting, like living at home for so long. Like, even when I go back home and visit my parents, sometimes I'll stay for like a couple days and just hang out with them. And I also think that it makes the relationship a lot stronger. Like, I feel like when you finally move out, or when you find a time to move out, it just makes your relationship so much stronger to your parents, because you don't see them constantly. And you don't find yourself like bickering about things, and they're just so happy to see you, and vice versa. So I think overall it's like a win-win, like once you do move out, because you just build a better connection with your parents. And I think that's great. And also with your siblings, if they're still living at home and they're just so used to you being there, I feel like long term it builds such a great relationship. Okay, let me get out this. Or you know what? Let me go pull out my lip combo that I've been obsessed with by Merit. Because Merit came out with these lip liners, and they're actually really good. At first I was a little like iffy about them, because they're not like matte lip liners. They have a little tiny bit of like a sheen to them. Like they're kind of like, I don't want to say they're like glossy or shiny, but they're not like the typical matte lip liners. But they're so good, and they're very long wearing. So let me see if I can find the color that I wanted to do. Maybe I'll do this one. Shade Coupe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that one. Okay, so I'm gonna take this lip liner by Merit. And let me make sure the lips are dry completely. They're just very creamy and hydrating. Something else I want to say about living alone, or like something that I've learned about living alone the past year and a half, is that, because at first when I moved out, I was like, okay, I'm only gonna be in this place for like a year. Like this is kind of like a stepping stone area, and things kind of changed. And I also realized that, and I don't know if you guys feel this way too, when you live somewhere, like I feel like a year is not enough for you to really make a home your home. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it takes a little bit of time to like really get the place to feel like cozy and like a place that you just love. And I feel like it isn't until like literally a year and what? Like a year and maybe 3 months that I feel like now I've officially made like my apartment, like my home. It's super homey. I've added little things to it that I just feel so happy in my space. And I find that, you know, with so much stuff going on in the world and stuff, like you just want your home to be like your sanctuary, and it's really nice to have that. And it's so funny because the other day I saw this meme and it said like, what are you doing this weekend? And somebody was like, I'm at home enjoying my rent. And I'm like, that's so true. Like, I'm like, that is so true. Okay, so I went in with this lip liner by Merit, and this one is in the shade Bespoke. And I really like this because it's this one right here. It's like a mauve tone, but I felt like it went really well with the eyes. And I really like I said, I really like these Merit lip liners. So these are definitely ones that I'm going to recommend for the Sephora sale. They're just really good. I've been using a specific shade. I'm going to go get it. It's the specific shade I've been using and the lip oil. Like that's been like my go-to lip every day, but that's more so like warm tone, which is why I'm not using it right now because I feel like this is more of a cool tone look. So to keep that cool tone vibe, I thought that this one by Merit in Bespoke right here would look really good with this gloss by Huda Beauty, which I really love too. And this one is in Ooh Baby. And this one, people have said reminds them of the NARS lip gloss in Turkish Delight. So, yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Jazzy. Okay, so that's gonna be the lip. Just like a super cute, simple lip moment. And the hair, I'm just gonna wear it like this, like just natural. I'm going out to dinner with one of my besties this evening, so I had to come get ready with mis bonitas. But yeah, that's kind of the look we have. I'm trying to decide if I want to go in with, I thought I had a blush here, maybe not. I think I'm gonna take a little bit more blush. No, so these lip liners are from Merit. You can find at Sephora. I wanted to mention them because of the Sephora sale happening right now. So I was like, I think those would be really great to talk about with the sale going on. But if you're looking for really good drugstore blushes, the Maybelline ones, the lifter liners are so good. I'm adding a little bit more blush. I went in with a bubblegum shade. I don't want it to be too intense, but I definitely wanted a little bit more of a pop. So I'm just going like so. Thank you so much, Bonitas, for tuning into my live today. It's always so much fun chatting with you guys. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, I think this is perfect. This is like a perfect look. I really want to tag, let's see, let's try. Okay, so this is the look using some of my absolute favorite holy grail Sephora sale recommendations. Now, these are products that I'm constantly using, which is why I'm recommending them to mis bonitas. What I'm going to try to do right now is I'm going to try to tag them. The last few times that I've tried to tag things, my phone and this like YouTube live situation freezes. So let's cross our fingers that doesn't happen again. But if it does, I was able to get a hold of somebody from YouTube who's going to help out so that it doesn't happen again. But I'm just going to try it out. But I wanted to show you the completed look. Oh, one more thing too is I'm going to do the One Size On Till Dawn setting spray just so that it can stay on. This setting spray is amazing if you're looking for something that's going to make sure your makeup stays locked into place all day long, whether it's raining, whether it's humid, whatever it may be. This is the one. This would be something I would recommend from Sephora. It's great. Okay, so before I leave, I'm gonna try to tag these items para mis bonitas. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna do the Icy Nude palette. Yeah, so we're gonna do that one. We're gonna tag. We're gonna do the Huda blush. Okay, we're gonna do a few of these. And then Huda lip gloss. Okay, I'm adding that. Okay, so we have some of the products on here. So far so good. Let's see if we can add a few more things. The Anastasia foundation. Just so you guys can refer back to this. If you guys want to watch the live again to kind of get, the product rundown, if you are shopping the Sephora sale. So let me just see if I can find the foundation. Okay. We have that. What else? Oh, House Labs mascara. That mascara is so good, bonitas. Like, it's truly my favorite mascara. So we have that. What else did we use? We used... Oh, let me just share the Murad SPF, because that is literally my go-to sunscreen. The multivitamin clear coat SPF 50, another great one. One size peach powder, of course. Okay, there we go. And then one size setting spray. Okay. Okay, we see them. Okay, good. I'm glad that we're seeing everything. I'm trying to think what else I needed to tag. We tagged the powder. Oh, you know what else? The Rare Beauty contour. Rare Beauty contour. Oh, Tarte concealer. Is it gonna pop up? I think that's it. Save. Okay, good. Oh my gosh, I was so worried that you wouldn't be able to see these items. Okay, perfect. Sí, hablo español. Oh, of course. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that I shared as many products as I could, because I know that I had issues in the past, and I was so scared that if I shared some products that it would freeze. So I'm glad that it didn't. So that's good. Yeah. So I forgot to tag this. The Merit lip liner. Hold on, let me see if I can tag it. Merit lip liner. The Merit lip liners are so good. Another Sephora sale recommendation that I highly recommend. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, bonitas. That's the look. Now I have to go change and get going, but this is the look. Just very simple, subtle, but a little pop on the eyes. I kind of wanted to do a little something more. So I'm gonna go ahead and have to revolve my my outfit with this. So we'll see what I come up with. Okay. So muchas gracias, bonitas. I really appreciate you tuning into this live. It was so fun getting ready con ustedes, talking a little bit about everything. It's always fun. And don't forget to watch my latest YouTube video. It's a Morphe blush review and wear test. I'm also doing a giveaway in that video, so you do not want to miss that. And I think that's pretty much it. So I will see you, bonitas, next weekend for another live. It's either going to be Saturday or Sunday. I like to kind of switch the days depending on what I'm doing. If I'm doing something on a certain day, then I'll go on live on that day. But I think that next weekend, maybe I'll do a Sunday live. I feel like you guys like Sunday live. So I think we'll do that. But I have all the products that I use on this face for Sephora Sale Recommendations linked down in the little bag that you guys can check out. But yeah, I hope that you guys have a fabulous rest of your weekend. Y nos vemos pronto, bonitas. Muchas gracias. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you guys next week.